Hey guys, my name is Nusha from California, and you're watching The Philip DeFranco Show.
This is a news show.
Hello and welcome to the Monday show. If you're not familiar, my name is Philip DeFranco and the show really isn't a show. It's just me talking about some of the stuff that made the news to me, starting with the VMAs were on last night. And rather than bore you with all the details, the things that stood out to me. One, it really should have been called the VMAs. It should have been called the BMAs. And that was because the biggest thing of the night was the Beyonce maternity announcement, which I say good. Hopefully she makes a baby and then we have another person that can actually sing. That'll be fantastic. Then the Jersey Shore guys were there, and what the hell was Dina wearing? She looked like a slutty piñata filled with hepatitis. Justin Bieber was there with his girlfriend Selena Gomez, who is hot and apparently does not mind that he has a pet snake. Yeah, why not? Kim Kardashian was there, and of course the only reason we're talking about her is because of those hips. Oh, those hips. Lady Gaga fell off a piano, and honestly one of the biggest things of the night was Tyler, the Creator, won Best New Artist. A lot of people didn't know who he is. He has a rabid fan base online, and he gave one of the most inspiring acceptance speeches of all time. Oh shit! That's me paraphrasing. And it looked like he was gonna cry on stage, and then in a post-interview he said he started crying after he went off stage and hugged Kanye West, and a lot of people are saying that fueled the gay rumors. And I don't understand why we still don't live in an age where two guys can just embrace. There's nothing wrong. And to those people I say for shame. And guys, we move on to one of my favorite people, and that is Michelle Bachmann, that lady Republican that's running for president. You know, she's in the news every now and then because she makes little mistakes. You know, confusing Elvis's birthday with actually the day that he died, little things. But Michelle's in the news because she has a new quote. Yay! That quote being, "I don't know how much God has to do to get the attention of politicians." Oh, this is so good already. We've had an earthquake. We've had a hurricane. He said, "Are you going to start listening to me here? Listen to the American people, because the American people are roaring right now. They know government is a morbid obesity diet, and we've got to rein in the spending." So Hurricane Irene, which we will talk about more later in the video, has killed at least 25 people, is an act of God because God thinks the American people are angry at their government. So God made a weak-ass earthquake and a hurricane to kill people so that we would realize, oh, we should cut government spending. Yeah, no, that sounds like a likely thing to happen. If you are stupid, you're stupid. Michelle Bachmann, how do you win straw polls? Who are you and or your husband blowing? Boggles my mind. And we move on to news of Zoe Saldana. And sadly, it's not because she's in tight clothes. Rather, she premiered in a movie where she wore very tight and hot clothing, Colombiana, and it came in second place over the weekend after making $10.3 million. Being beaten by a movie that is very good, but also in its third week, The Help, Emma Stone, I Love Your Face, but Zoe Saldana in a flop. It hurts my soul. Then again, even Zoe said the marketing for the movie was just stupid, because essentially they were like, you know how Jason Statham beats up dudes? Yeah, what if Jason Statham was a hot chick? You wanted to have sex with him because he had a vagina. I mean, I would. Yeah, I would. Actually, that's great marketing, Zoe. You're wrong, Zoe. Still love your face. Then a kind of hilarious story about some friends going paintballing. A 26-year-old woman that went out got hit in a very weird way. Specifically, she got hit in the boob, happened to have breast implants, and it popped. It exploded inside of her body, and possibly they are going to pay for it, but more importantly, they will now have a disclaimer that says, if you have breast implants, you need to sign this waiver. Don't sue us if your titties pop. I'm paraphrasing. And now you know, most of the time, those weird things that are in contracts and waivers, because some weird stuff happened. And then we move on to a story about a guy named Joseph Sun, 40-year-old guy that may look familiar because he played that one dude that threw a shoe in Austin Powers.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Well, according to new DNA evidence, it turns out Sun kidnapped, raped, and tortured a woman in 1990. The new evidence, which came into the case in 2008, linked Joseph to the crime that he committed 7 years before he would appear in Austin Powers. He will be sentenced September 19th and faces up to 15 years in jail. And main point, it's good to see DNA evidence not only freeing innocent people, but locking up the scumbags that got away with it. And guys, because there's so much fail in the news today, we have to have at least one win story. And that's why we're briefly going to talk about Rob Spence. Rob only has one working eye, and a long time ago we talked about Rob because he put in a cyborg eye. Just a fake eye with a red light. Kinda freaky. But Rob has been working with tech companies to develop a camera that fits into his eye socket that transmits to his computer. Which is awesome! He's like the ultimate vlogger! It is not only a good video, but it is a part of the Stuff Phil Likes, Ikes, that we launched last Thursday. You guys got it over 100,000 subscribers. So, along with every Philip DeFranco show, if you want to check out the awesome videos I liked of the day, or just things that stood out, blah 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 blah, click the link in the description. Go to that channel, check check it out, subscribe, love your faces, things and stuff. But we move on to our final story of the day, and that is the aftermath of Hurricane Irene. Many people were warned this weekend to stay inside or evacuate, and luckily the bright side is Irene turned into a tropical storm. And while it did not hit very hard everywhere, Hurricane Irene had its moments. As of filming this, at least 25 people have died. The deaths varying from random, like trees falling through houses, to could have been avoided, like in Bristol, where a 46-year-old man died because he decided to canoe down the street. His canoe capsized, his buddy wasn't able to help him, and that's the thing that kind of makes me angry. You know, a lot of people took this serious, but a lot of people were like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get really cool pictures, I'm gonna do that. No, why? It's a cool idea until you die. That's it. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy that Obama and Bloomberg and everyone went out and they were like, get the hell out of the way. Be prepared, don't be stupid. Of course, you can only stop the stupids for so long. They're very strong, and they're gonna go out and put themselves in danger. But I was happy that we were over-prepared and over-scared, rather than like what happened with Katrina. So while many are mocking our government, I have to give them props. That is a job well handled. Of course, with the hurricane, most of the damage that happened was caused by floods. Some crazy footage on the web today of bridges just being torn down. Mother Nature just slapping us in the face a little. So main point to the East Coast, I'm glad a lot of you are okay. Of course, anyone that does want to help those people that are put out of their homes, you can always donate to the Red Cross or several other organizations. I'll include the links to those down below. Main point, I'm glad Irene was not the destructive force many thought it could be, and we live on another day. But guys, like I said, that's really everything that mattered to me today. If you want to check out any of the stories, videos, blah 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 that I talked about in this video, links down below, along with the other videos that I put out today. If you are unfamiliar with those things, check them out. This, of course, brings us to that fun part, the part where you possibly win something awesome. And today, we will have 5 winners. What? Each one winning a poster of their choice from our merch website for humanpeoples.com. That includes, of course, the monkey, the speech, a few other tubers, or a poster that's not even up there yet. This is my own personal one. I can't give away any of the others. Of course, to win possible said thing, 1, leave a comment on this video, possibly about our question of the day, which is, which story was the biggest fail of the day? There's so much fail today. And 2, clickety-clack that like button. Not only does it help out the show, but it lets us know you care. But guys, as always, my name is Philip DeFranco, and you've just been filled in. And I will see you tomorrow. Hello, and welcome to Monday's Stuff Phil Likes. We're back, and it's all thanks to the over 100,000 of you that have subscribed to Stuff Phil Likes, the channel. That's one take. I don't even want to do it again.